So here we have a new passage. This passage is from Business and Economics. And before we read the passage, I would remind you of the four important things. The first is that you have to ignore the intricate details. The second is keep an eye on the key nouns and where they come. The third thing is that you have to form the gist of every paragraph so that you can connect each para to form the central idea. And the last thing is that when you don't understand something, don't worry about it. Just forget about it, right? So let's go and read the passage. It says here, grey marketing, the selling of trademarked products through channels of distribution not authorized by a trademark holder, can involve distribution of goods either within a market region or across market boundaries. So the author has defined the meaning of the word grey marketing. We don't know what exactly it means, and it's not very clear because there is some kind of technicality, but it says here distribution not authorized. So that means basically grey marketing is selling through some kind of unauthorized distribution channels. Grey marketing within a market region occurs when manufacturer authorized distributors sell trademarked goods to unauthorized distributors. So again the same thing becomes very clear, who then sell the goods to consumers within the same region. For example, quantity discounts from manufacturers may motivate authorized dealers to enter the grey market because they can purchase larger quantities of a product than they themselves intended to stock if they can sell the extra units through grey marketing channels. So it says here that quantity discounts from manufacturers may motivate authorized dealers to enter the grey market because they can purchase larger quantities of a product than they themselves intend to stock if they can sell the extra units through grey marketing channels. So now this is very much clear as to what grey marketing is and why the authorized dealers indulge in grey marketing, right? So let's go and take the next para. It says when grey marketing occurs across market boundaries, it is typically in an international setting and may be called parallel importing. Manufacturers often produce and sell products in more than one country and establish a network of authorized dealers in each country. Parallel importing occurs when trademarked goods intended for one country are diverted from proper channels and then exported to unauthorized distributors in another country. So the author has explained what is parallel importing. It is at the country level. So from one country, it is transported or flown in an authorized way to unauthorized distributors in another country. So technicality may not be very clear to us in the very first reading. So what should you do in this case? You should just say to yourself that the idea of parallel importing has come in the second paragraph. So if there is a question on parallel importing, you can always come to this paragraph. So sometimes we have this urge to read the paragraph twice to understand the technical idea of parallel importing, but that might be time consuming. So you have read once, you know it is then the second paragraph. You just, when the question comes, you can come to that, right? The next para says trademark owners justifiably argue against grey marketing practices since such practices clearly jeopardize the goodwill established by trademark owners. Consumers who purchase trademark goods in the grey market do not get the same extended product, which typically includes pre and post sale service. Equally important, unauthorized distributors may cease to promote the product if it becomes available for much lower prices through unauthorized channels. Now the author goes and says trademark owners don't like the idea of grey marketing because of certain problems to the customers, and also because why would the authorized dealers buy something at a higher price when it is available at a lower price in the grey market? Current debate over regulation of grey marketing focuses on three disparate theories in trademark law that have been variously and confusingly applied to parallel importation cases. So there is something called as trademark law, and there are three different theories: universality, exhaustion, and territoriality. The theory of universality holds that a trademark is only an indication of the source of origin of the product. This theory does not recognize the goodwill functions of a trademark. When the courts apply this theory, grey marketing practices are allowed to continue because the origin of the product remains the same regardless of the specific route of the product through the channel of the distribution. The exhaustion theory holds that a trademark owner relinquishes all rights once the product has been sold. When this theory is applied, grey marketing practices are allowed to continue because the trademark owner's rights cease as soon as their products are sold to a distributor. Now you have to understand, there are three theories pertaining to the law that is discussed here. The first theory is universality, which is not in favor of the trademark owner. The second theory is exhaustion, which again is not in favor of the trademark owner, because the author says that when this theory is applied, the trademark owner's rights ceases as soon as their products are sold to a distributor. The theory of territoriality, the third theory, holds that a trademark is effective in the country in which it is registered. Under the theory of territoriality, trademark owners can stop grey marketing practices in the registering countries on products bearing their trademarks. Since only the territoriality theory affords trademark owners any real legal protection against grey marketing practices, I believe it is inevitable as well as desirable that it will come to be consistently applied in grey marketing cases. So the author has said that only the theory of territoriality is helping the trademark owners, or is coming to the rescue of the trademark owner. So the author says that it will be consistently applied in grey marketing cases. So what happens in the last paragraph, which is the longest of all the paragraph? In the last paragraph, the author has discussed the legal implication of the grey marketing. So if you want to create a map of this passage, you would say that in the first paragraph, the author is discussing what exactly grey marketing is all about, and he defines what grey marketing is, what it means, by the way. In the second paragraph, he discusses parallel importing, and this is also pertaining to grey marketing, in which stuff manufactured in one country in authorized way is flown to some other country and sold to distributors who are unauthorized, something like this. Then you can go to the third paragraph. Third paragraph talks about how the trademark owners regret the grey marketing idea. So their complaint and their regrets have come in the third paragraph. And in the fourth paragraph, we have the legal implication of the trademark, of the grey marketing. And the legal implication has three stuff. One is universality, the other is exhaustion, and the third is territoriality. Both universality and exhaustion are of not much help to the trademark owner, but the theory of territoriality definitely helps, and therefore most of the legal cases are contested through this theory, right? So that is how the whole idea is. Now, this passage has some technicality, but we have understood the broader picture, that there is a trademark owner. He sells, he passes on the manufactured goods to the dealers. There are authorized dealers, there are unauthorized dealers. Unauthorized dealers form a part of grey marketing. The authorized dealers can sell, and grey marketing can cause loss to the trademark owner. And the legal aspect can be dealt in three ways, and the third one is the best way, because it is in favor of the trademark owner, right? So this is how we have come to the whole picture. Now we have mapped the key nouns. The key nouns is grey marketing, parallel importing, the trademark owner, and finally the legal aspects, in which the third aspect is in favor of the trademark owner. Intricate details, yes, there were intricate details when we were discussing the second paragraph, in which we had parallel importing. We did not understand it much. We thought, let's leave it for a while, right? So the whole idea is that once you have the key nouns and their positions are very clear to us, we can easily frame the central idea of the passage, right? So this was an easy passage, not very difficult, but gradually now you will find that you are getting used to what we call as the broader picture. Once the broader picture is in place, you can go to the question, read the question, and then now look at the options and go to the minor details of the passage from where the question has come.